All right, you all, I'm on the road again. I am in Seattle and I'm going to spare you just a little bit. I'm not going to give you a detailed tour, but we have been to this hotel together before. If you can see in the background there, I don't know if it's going to focus. We're at Hotel 5 or Pineapple Stay. This is where I normally stay when I come here. I don't know why I've made a habit of it. It's just I usually pick safest, cheapest, closest to where I need to be, and Hotel 5 Pineapple Stay is usually it. So I have just checked in. I know I talk about Chicago a lot and Chicago being home, but for a small stint in my life, I actually lived in Seattle. I'm all Chicago all the time, but I used to live in Seattle for a little bit. And sometimes when I come back, it feels like home. Sometimes I feel like a stranger, whatever. But right now, I just landed. I got to get my life together here. I like to use the closet, hang my things. The closet here is weird. We've talked about this before, but it is in the bathroom. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang my things so they're not as wrinkled. They don't get as wrinkled as they possibly could. They are wrinkled, and I'm terrible at packing nicely. But and then I gotta find something to nibble on, something light. My understanding is that the person who throws these meetings goes all out with the food and the snacks. And you know me, I can't say no to free. So I gotta take it easy. I said I was going to stay off of here and just live my life. Let me turn this off. Hold on. I thought that was the heat. That was actually the train. So I am trying to get my life together, get everything in order, start charging everything up, and put my clothes together and whatnot. I don't think, yeah, I think, so my outfit, I think you might have already seen my outfit of the day at this point by the time this goes live, or yeah, by the time this goes live. I just kind of threw on some stuff that I hauled some time ago. The people in the hallway seem like they're in my room. They're so loud, which means they can probably hear me. You know what? I can't feel homesick here because sirens and noise, and it's very much the city. When I used to live here some time ago, it was definitely different. Now it's very you can tell the effects of the pandemic and the George Floyd sort of civil unrest and all that stuff. You can definitely see the effects of what it's done to the city. A lot of places are closed down. There are a lot of unhoused and addicted people walking the streets, and it's definitely city living. So I'm used to that. So I know how to walk around with my head on a swivel, but it just isn't the Seattle of old. Anyway, I was talking about my outfit, and I was going to say that I've traveled a few times with the cat suit thing going on, and while I'm wearing it, it's super comfortable. I feel very comfortable. When it comes time to use the bathroom, though, you're in a random bathroom just all the way naked. So sometimes those are the times that I rethink, should I have worn this or should I not have worn this? So right now, like I said, I'm about to iron. Let me take this off because it's really, I'm about to iron for like the things that need to be ironed a little bit, which is very much not me because I will wear something wrinkled in a minute, but depending on the occasion, sometimes it calls for it. I don't want to be judged for being wrinkled. I am going to wear this dress. I think you remember me hauling this. I'm going to wear this dress with some Gucci loafers, and this, you see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not awful, but it's wrinkled, so we just can't do it. I just gotta knock those bumps out, and I believe everything else I'm wearing for the rest of the week don't need to be ironed, believe it or not. All right, let me get to it. All right, I decided against, I don't know if you can see me yet, I decided against going anywhere. I'm just wiped. So what they do give you is a voucher for each day. You get one free food item, one free drink. You can use it at their cafe when it's open in the morning, or they have like this little snack station. I decided I'm just gonna get a snack, so I have a can see here juice and some M&Ms. I don't even know if you can see that over there on the little side here. So I'm probably just gonna have that and call it a night. It's like 7 o'clock, no, 8 o'clock now. No, opposite. It's like 6 o'clock, 6:30 here, but like 8:30 home. So I'm on that time, and this is when I'm usually winding down on my Sundays and stuff like that. So I am going to do the same here. I'm going to have a little juice, watch a little television. I have meetings bright and early, not for what I'm here for, other meetings, and then what I'm here for starts in the afternoon at like 2. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. All right, good morning. This is the next day, and it's the outfit of the day. As I'm wearing this, you probably remember me hauling this. It's kind of hard to see because the lighting in here is quite awful. It's still dark outside, I think, fairly dark. And if I raise this, then I'll be backlit and then you can't see anything at all. So we're struggling here. I have to figure out how you'd be able to see it. Maybe just a cutaway of my outfit of the day when I do it later. But I hauled this from Shein. And a couple of things. I mean, I like the concept of it, and you have to excuse the noise that my shoes are making. I had price stickers underneath and I took them off. I should have left them on. And now it's sticky, and I don't have a good way to clean it when I'm away. So anyway, I like the concept of this dress. Come a little closer so you can see a little bit better. I don't know if that's helpful, not helpful. But it kind of gives me, what do you call it? Like a nun, maybe? Nun or a priest vibes. The way, and now that I've said it, you probably can't unsee it. The other thing is it's kind of chilly out and I can't really walk around bare-legged. So this also, me having on opaque tights, kind of does not help the situation. The shoes I'm digging. These are my horsebit, Gucci horsebit shoes. So those I'm digging, and then with the simple, and then I wanted to wear different jewelry, but now this laureate necklace that you see here looks a lot like a rosary, like a church rosary. So it's adding to the whole priest vibes thing. Anyway, so my hair is in twists and up in a bun. There aren't very many options for a natural girly who works out on a regular basis with thin and fine hair. So you're usually going to find me with some ponytail of some sort, some pigtails of some sort, twists. And now that my hair is thinner, I don't even let the twist down anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can really do in my hair anyway. So this is the outfit, and hopefully I've done a cutaway so you can see it a little bit better. Oh man, we missed a whole day together. Oh, anyway, yesterday was all work. Went well. I had a presentation to do and it went well. Afterwards, we had dinner at this place called, well, in the location, it was called The Spheres, but there was, I forget the name of the restaurant in The Spheres, but really cool little concept. Food was good. Got here and just was flat on my back for hours, I tell you. My body was in pain. Just my own issues I'm going through, but my body was in pain. So here I am with just about 15 minutes to get out the door. Yeah, about 15 minutes. And I chose to speak to you instead of get ready. But I'm gonna hop back on, show you my OOTD, and then head on out. Hey, I'm awake. I'm dressed. I'm trying to decide if I should put a belt on. I feel like the clean look is better. I don't know. It's hard for you to see this. The lighting in here is awful. But I feel like the clean look is best. I have on my Gucci shoes from yesterday still. Gives me a little bit of height. And then I have on this little faux tie that I got from Shein not too long ago. Hard for you to see that, but it's like a beaded material. And then a sheer button-down shirt. I went back and forth between should I wear a sheer button-down shirt or a sheer turtleneck, and I landed on this one because it just looks better in my head with the tie. I didn't even put the turtleneck on. I just assumed that it looked better with the tie. I was grappling with if I should put the belt on or not, but again, as you can see, I decided against the belt because I feel like this is just cleaner. This is a cleaner look. All right, you all. Long day. So we left off this morning. You saw my OOTD. It was a hit. Everyone's like, where'd you get this? So this thing just, I don't know, everyone was enamored. But nonetheless, long day. I am not. So yesterday I was not feeling well for a different reason. Today I'm not feeling well because I think I might have picked up somebody's cooties. I'm feeling a little coldish, sickish. And I haven't been proactively using my little propolis, bee propolis spray from Trader Joe's. I do have it. So I'm going to try to take some now. I took some Tylenol a little bit earlier. I'm going to do the spray. Hopefully it staves off whatever is going on. I suspect I will not be able to stave it off. We'll see how I wake up tomorrow morning. That being said, I am not going to be traipsing through the streets tonight shopping or anything like that. If I am feeling well, I'll do it tomorrow. But what I did do is right afterwards, I wanted to try this place called Midnight Cookie. I had a hard time finding it. It was inside of a defunct mall. It looks like it should be a mall, but there are like no shops open at all. Just a few restaurants inside and maybe 1 or 2, 3 shops or something like that, but it's like a defunct mall. So it was in there. I went in there and got the cookies. Maybe I just, because I am, did I make a mess? Because I am greedy, I'll just, and hopefully you are greedy too. I'll show it and maybe you can eat with your eyes. So I went and got that. Hold on, let me grab. So this is how it comes. I got a box of 6 and I wanted to try some fun flavors. Damn, they sealed this tight, which I appreciate because I had to walk with this. Damn, I ripped the box and everything. Oh, it comes nicely, neatly separated. So I got, and for fear of spilling all of this, I got red velvet, peanut butter, Fruity Pebbles, which is a controversial flavor. Not everyone likes that. I got oatmeal craisin, not oatmeal raisin, but oatmeal craisin, which is with cranberries. I got something called salty and sweet, so it's like Heath bar, pretzels, white chocolate chips, in a butter sugar cookie or whatever. And a lot of people don't like pretzels, so that might be polarizing. And then the last one is their classic chocolate chip. They had several other flavors, but I just landed on these. And hopefully I can find a way to package the leftovers of this and take this home, because I'm really just gonna take a bite out of all of them just so I can know what they taste like. And then I realized I didn't have dinner. I didn't really overdo it at the meeting itself. They had tons of food, tons of snacks. I didn't overdo it. And I realized I didn't have dinner, and I was looking for a place that had veggie ramen, and I couldn't find one that was within walking distance, not within reasonable walking distance of where I was, given how I'm feeling. Any other day, I would walk miles. You know, I have no problem. And I didn't really want to hop into an Uber. So on my way, there was something that crossed my path. It was a place called Marination. I don't know if it's popular or not, but I did pick up a, what do they call it? Sexy tofu kimchi rice. Kimchi fried rice. I got this. And then I picked up a drink. I don't know if this is not, there it is. Passion guava nectar drink. We'll see if that's any good. And then also, as I was walking to the Midnight Cookie, I saw that I was going by Nordstrom. And this Nordstrom in downtown Seattle is really good and really liberal about fragrance samples. You always have this long list of fragrances that I want to smell, and I go there to see if they have it and if they're willing to make me a sample. It's self-serve. You make your own samples, with the exception of Le Labo. They have prepackaged. Le Labo just dropped a new fragrance called Violetti 30. Can you see that? There it is. Oh, it keeps going in and out of focus, but Violetti 30. Excuse me. And this one, as it sounds, it has violet in it, and it has a lot of other things. The only thing that's iffy to me is the aldehyde in here. I'm not typically an aldehyde fan, but when I got my nose on this one, smells like a nicer version of Another 13. I'm going to try it on skin, see if I like it. Put this on my wish list if I do love it. And then when I really got close to my hotel, I went back to this place that I really enjoyed. The first time I went, I got one macaron the last time I got here, and now I just got several macarons. I got a toasted coconut, another I like Fruity Pebbles, you all. I don't know. Anyway, another Fruity Pebble one. I got an oatmeal one, and then I got this cake bar. It's called Strawberry Birthday Cake, and nothing wants to focus, but the gold on top is super cute. This bag of 3 macarons in the bar cost me $12. The stuff is just so expensive these days. And then I didn't tell you, this box of 6 cookies was $17. So this is comparable to Crumble. No, actually cheaper than Crumble, but they're thin, a little bit thinner than Crumble. They're just as big, but just thinner than Crumble. So maybe it is on par with Crumble. Crumble, you get 4 for about $15 to $17. I can't remember the price. And so here you get 6 for that price. Anyway, I'm going to get in some comfies, eat my rice, and just try to relax. I do have a little bit of work to tend to, but I'm not going to overdo it because I'm just not. I think I'm getting sick, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Had a rough go at it last night. I'm feeling, like I told you, I think somebody gave me their cooties. I'm feeling slightly sickish. You can hear it a little bit. My head feels a little light. However, I'm not full on sick. So I think this is probably as bad as it's going to get. I couldn't find any meds around here. All I had was cough drops. So I did some tea, some chamomile tea, and put a cough drop in there. Had something warm on my throat last night, and pause. And then just like I said, slept as best I can today. I'm gonna probably get some Tylenol or something and see if I can stave some of this off a little bit. I realized that I forgot to bring my propolis spray. It's a spray that I get from Trader Joe's, and it typically heads off sickness. If it's something like if it's just like a cold. COVID, it is not going to fight. And this last flu bug that was going around, or still going around, it did not fight that either. But everything else, whenever I get a little something that isn't resistant, I have been able to stave it off when I feel a little something. But I don't have the spray, so here we are. Anyway, I'm about to get dressed. I'll show you what I have on. Running late as per usual. This is the outfit. During my last trip to Virginia, you all saw me haul this from H&M, wearing it today. I am terrible at tying bows. I'm going to see if I can get somebody to redo this, but it's supposed to be nice and cute sitting here, but it is just not. It's just like a crumpled mess. I have my Bella belt, the one that I just got not too long ago too, like that, and then some Levi's jeans. I don't know, I think these are just 501 Levi's 501 jeans, and then I'm gonna do my Gucci shoes. But this is the look. All right, you all, I am back for the day. I actually have 2 things. I'm feeling great. I didn't end up getting full-blown sick. Now, yesterday I was not feeling well. This morning I was not. My throat was sore and scratchy. So got myself together. I would say I'm like 90% much better than I was yesterday. I actually ended up popping a fever last night too. So, but I'm much better today. In my sparkly top. So many compliments on this sparkly cardigan or whatever. So what I wanted to say is my mother was right. She asked me, do you do anything else on these trips besides eating? Apparently the answer is no, because I went and stopped. This place was on my list of places that I needed to go when I'm in Seattle. It's Doce Donuts or Doce Donuts. I'm not sure. I think it's Doce. Yeah, it is on here. It actually has the pronunciation on here. You see that? It's not focused. Dough? Why are you doing me like this? Anyway, I'm trying not to ruin dough, like dough. And then say. And then it seems as if this place is a Latin-based, I don't know what country, but it seemed like it's Latin-based because the flavors that are in there were like tres leches, dulce de leche, churro, things like that. Like those were some of the flavors. And so I got dulce de leche, churro, dulce de leche, and tres leches. And then they had so many others. Each one of these donuts was like $6. So we had to cut it off somewhere. I got 2 donuts. And let's see, I ruined them a little bit on the way over. But these are the donuts. But I did take sort of B-roll or did a cutaway before I left the place because I figured I would ruin it. And but to answer my mom's question, no, that's all I do is eat when I'm out. I need to wash my hands. That's probably why I was feeling sick to begin with. I probably missed an opportunity to clean my hands before I put something in my mouth before. Pause. But I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Hands are washed. And I'm going to try the churro dulce de leche. So this is what it looks like. It actually just looks like a sugar and cinnamon donut with some caramel on top. But we'll see if that's the gist of it. Yep. That's the gist of it. It's tasty. All right. Very light and fluffy. I am someone who prefers cake over yeast donuts. This is like a perfect combination of the two. Would I recommend it? Yes. For this price, no. But the taste is very good. Just dulce de leche on top. Good. Now, for this tres leches one, somebody said that this is really good. And this one is coated on the bottom with chocolate. Because since this is drenched in soap, you need some sort of a base. You need something here to keep it from soaking through and falling apart. And then they toasted the marshmallow on top here. Let me take a bite. My mouth is watering thinking about this. 2 things. One, it don't need this on top. This marshmallow stuff on top, or is it toasted? Yeah. Second, it's not soaked like I thought it would be. You can even see how dry that is. It's a little bit of moisture up here, but down here, it's pretty dry. They didn't need this chocolate. So that's thing number 3. Don't need the chocolate because it's not really as soaked as it should be as a tres leches type of a thing. It's the same texture as the other one. Sort of that hybrid between yeast and cake. I like it, but it's not worth $6. I do have a little Keurig machine that you can't see, but I am going to brew. Let me see if I can turn it just a little bit. I'm going to brew. There it is. I'm going to brew a cup of tea for myself to go with this. I'm going to take another couple bites. So here in this hotel, they give you a voucher every day to get 1 food item and 1 drink every day, courtesy of my company. I guess they worked out a deal with this hotel. And how did I end up in the shadows all of a sudden? I don't know. Somehow the sun changed. And anyway, so you can, they have a cafe, and in the morning you can get like tea, coffee, and pastries. And when the cafe closes, now the Keurig is making a lot of noise. All right, so like I was saying, my tea finally brewed here. When the cafe is closed, though, they do have this like little convenience store area where you can get like little snacks and drinks, and you can use your voucher there. So I decided to get this I'm going to take this home, and then this for my tea. So you can't see what it is, but this is some 2% milk, I think it is, and some M&Ms. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have this tea, make my own little latte here. Do this real quick because since I am feeling better, we are going to go shopping. I don't know. I don't have any more meetings or anything planned for the day. I am on West Coast time. So for the people that I normally work with and support, they are done for the day. So am I. So am I. My flight leaves here at 11 in the morning, so it means I need to leave my hotel at about 9. I don't know that I'm going to stop and do anything in the morning. There is a donut shop that I really like that's less than a block away. There's a train. I'm literally right by a train that goes by my window. So every 10 minutes a train goes by, it feels like. But nonetheless, yeah, I may go to that donut shop in the morning or not. If I don't feel like it, I'll just get something in the morning from the airport. So anyway, shopping. I'm gonna do this, a little bit more of this, and then we're going shopping. All right, so I made it back, and again, to prove my mother right, she said, do I do anything besides eat? And so I did pick up dinner. I went to Yard House, but trying to redeem myself here, I did keep it healthy, and I got some edamame, and this smells very garlicky, smells yummy, and I got a salad. And this is with Gardein chicken or soy chicken or whatever. So we'll see. I looked at it and was like, why they put chicken on my salad? I forgot that I got the Gardein. So that's what's going to be for dinner once I do sit down for dinner. What time is it now? I have no idea what time it is. There's no clock in here and I am on my phone. But I did shop a little bit. So the Zara sale, I told you twice a year Zara has a sale in January and I think also in like July. And the longer you wait, the deeper the discounts. However, the sizes get a little funny after that. And then the quality gets a little funny because people keep, are trying things on and they rip them up. And anyway, so I bought a few things and I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as possible so that we don't waste a lot of time. And I'm going to try to do cutaways. So I did this cute little cropped bubble top in this beautiful fuchsia color. I think this was $10. I did this very cute, I don't even know how to describe this, but this shirt is linen and this was like $7. It was originally $60. This one was originally $50. I got this, I thought it was a skirt when I picked it up, but it turns out that it's a skirt. And this one was originally $45.90 or $46. I think I got this for like $5 or $6. Let me see. Let's see. What would that be? 2 times. Yeah, no, actually this was like $9. Then I got this tank top, which I thought was adorbs. It's navy blue, hard to see here on camera. It's a light knit, like a sweater, but it's super, super light. You can't see, I hate that you can't see that it's a navy blue. But it is sheer. Obviously, you can see that. Can't remember how much I paid for this, but the original price was, okay, maybe I can tell you, $6 because the original price was $30 and it was 80% off, so $6. These jeans are the bee's knees. These are white, wide leg jeans. I wasn't sure that these were going to fit, but they fit perfectly. These are, so they have, the smallest size that they have was a size 2 or a size 34. And they didn't have that, so I went up a size, but I was nervous about the length. There is gapping at the waist a bit, but a belt can solve that one. The only thing I was worried about really was the length, and it's fine. And the reason why these are the bee's knees is because they're white jeans or cream jeans with a little bit of like a khaki tan here on the side, so I thought those were cool. Now, this next one is a bit probably polarizing for some of you, but I have a pair of these that are satin and I've struggled with how to wear them and the fit is a little weird. Well, I have 2 pairs and then I have some other trousers that are this color too, and I don't know. Anyway, these are nice. These are a nice subdued orange pair of slacks, wide leg pair of slacks. These were $20. I think these jeans, I didn't tell you how much of those were. These were $14. I think I'm going to have to get these taken up though. These are really long. I got some denim overalls. I've been looking for some oversized denim overalls that are cute for the longest. These are adorable. What size did I get these? I got these in a medium. The original price on here was $90. I got these for $18. But I like this because it has this like little stripe kind of thing going on the side. Not really a stripe, it's just like the dye is a bit darker here on the side. But nice little loose fit there. And then the last piece, I thought this was super adorable and it ended up fitting just fine. This was a size medium. Small is the smallest, so I was fine with taking a size up and it ended up fitting just fine. It's like a double t-shirt with a cow. Like the overshirt has a bit of a cow neck and then an undershirt is just like a regular tee. The tee underneath is cream. The shirt is gray. And this was $6. So all in all, with tax and the bag fee, I paid $99. It was like $99 even. I don't have the receipt, but it was like $99. Anyway, I'm about to get comfy and then watch TV. I'm not going to do any work tonight. I have plenty of time for that tomorrow and Friday. So I'm going to get comfy and maybe turn on this TV. I haven't turned this TV on since I've been here, but talk to y'all later.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky's just a fashion girl